Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, good morning, or good evening, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. So, we are back again, and today we will be talking about preparing for a productivity week. But of course, before we dive into this topic, I came from no computer background, no business background, very, very shy, and then not a social media expert. The only thing I know about social media is know how to post Facebook to own this global digital business. And my why, my biggest why was struggling uh, my financial situation and burned out of working long hours and also hunger for change. But at that time I don't know where to start because I don't have any experience. But of course I prayed and asked God's guidance, and this is why how I end up into the online space. But if you can resonate my stories, if you have any questions in your mind and want to change something, um, we will be sharing something here, some our experience, and hopefully you can have takeaways. So anyway, my name is Rosaline. I am a digital business owner and a mentor. So before we dive into this topic, I would like to give a chance to my business partner to introduce a little bit about herself and also highlight her background. Hi, Sis Teresa. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Sis Roslyn, and I'm glad that we have the same time today for our Go Live. So anyway, like my okay, so yes, we're here again in our 90-day challenge. But before we discuss our topic for today, and from burnout and no business experience, no computer experience, and no social media, like everybody else, that we start in our global online business. And yes, to those who don't know me yet, my name is Teresa. I'm digital business owner and a mentor. And today, like I said, like w- before we I start this online business, that's like we I struggle for don't have like no, we don't have time for the family. We always work, and then like paycheck to paycheck. It's not really enough, even though you work long hours. So that's why we decided to start our own online business, even though we still have our full-time job. But this for us is like a side hustle, and someday it will be our
That's
plan
right.
A. So we have to at least find something that really like help us in take our time back, and especially in our financial freedom. You're not gonna be wants to work the rest of your life and not enjoying your time in this earth. We have like our life is short, so we have to find ways that we live in our own terms. Okay, so now we're gonna discuss our topic for today.
That's right.
And
So thank you, Sis Teresa. Oh, you forget to introduce yourself. But anyway, yep. Her name is Teresa Henry.
yeah, I did.
So we're kind of not fully awake this afternoon. So we will try our best to do our presentation. So anyway, preparation or preparing for a productivity week. So for our audience, we normally have questions. We either start questions or end with questions. So how do you set the tone for a high productive week? You know, feel free to comment in the comment section below because we also want to hear and they also learn from you. And what small changes could you make a big difference in your daily workflow? You know, so for let's start with begin by sharing for my success. For this week, reflect on last week. Let me share you about sharing my success and one challenge from last week. Of course, I have a new business partner in my that just joined from Alabama. So that's really a big success, not just one. And the nonstop, of course, business inquiries. And and the challenge about that is that really we're what challenges I faced this week? Um, well, the struggle of setting up time, of course, that's what really, because as all you know, we're still working in our full time, and then fit into. We try to be consistent doing our daily go live, and also I am full. My hat is full, like working out, fire department. So is my one challenge, not just from last week, but in every week, is the time. You know, is the time try to fit things together. So for our audience, what was your lesson that you learned that you can apply this week? Feel free to write in the comment section so we can learn from you and also apply it into our daily life. And now, set clear goals. Sister Esa will be sharing us and about set the clear goals.
Okay, so in order to prepare your productive on this week, they said you have to set goals, you know. What it means is you have to define three uh top priorities for the week. Sometimes like sometimes in our daily routine, in our personal, like we do like every day, find three tasks that really important every day and go by that. But for last for if you were talking about week, the same thing, like you want to prioritize the define tasks that's really more important or urgency that you can do on that week. So for our audience, yeah, like I said, it's priority. You have to prioritize what's really important. So for our audience, okay, uh, um, what strategies you can introduce to us? Like I said, it's nice to learn from others, and then we're here to learn and to listen other people's opinion because we're not expert here. We just share our journey and our experience to our especially in our business, and also because like I said, we're still working full time, how we manage our time this week, and how we can maybe other people can relate our experience and our tips and our advice, or how we handle our time while working full-time job and running an online business. So that's how you do it, is for the audience, if you feel free to comment below, and then we can discuss it, and we can apply that in our uh, business and our personal growth.
That's right. Thank you, Sister Esa. That's wonderful. So next is plan your schedule. Um, create a clear roadmap that allocate time for deep work, breaks, and also self care. So yesterday we were talking about what was the worst what was it? Nothing come out into my mind. Planners. We were talking about the schedules. The tips, all the
Other
tips.
tips, okay.
Yes. So today we will be talking about, like you really have to plan your schedule ahead. So you will, what's the most important activity or things that you need to do this week or maybe daily. And then so you can also have time breaks for yourself. Because breaks and also self care, that is very important, so we don't end up burned out, or for our viewers, so you don't end up burned out, because our body can only keep going for how long, and then we end up getting sick, and then burned out, tired, all the wall hits, because we sometimes we have to listen to our body. Our body give us um uh try to
A sign.
communicate to us. Yes, give us a sign when it's enough. So always make sure to plan your schedule, so you don't end up like waking up not knowing what to do, and then something happen, and then you be rushing. So it's like like when here in this world, we're like a wanderer. We all like a wanderer, so we really have to organize and plan ahead. If things don't go right the way how you want, or always also be open to the opportunity, and also for have another plan B, solutions for things that don't work the way how you want to supposed to be working. So that is the important, like for us, really we learn this in our business because we have so many trainings that really teach us and guide us into this journey. But for our viewers, not just in business but in your life, in your life, like plan ahead, like maybe before you go to bed, or like for example Sunday night, and then you plan that for a week, for the whole week. In our business, I'll share you, some people are doing their posting consistently of posting schedule in the whole week, and then so they don't have to sit into their computer, and confuse what to post and miss, because that is very important in our business, to be consistent on our business page and business account. But in real life, for example, like what's the thing that you need to do, for having the kids, you have work, you cook foods, and then you do the laundry, everything, something like go grocery shopping. It's good to plan your schedule, so you have those tracks that keeps you day next, like active, that keeps also you on track. So for our audience, share tips on using your digital calendar, if you have that, and then or planners to stay on track. So feel free to share in our comment sections below. We will be happy to learn from you, because that's what we're here for. We try to give you something that you could take away, and we also want to take from you, so we could learn and apply it into sharing knowledge, sharing experience, and sharing of what we can apply into our life. So next is prepare your environment. Sister Ressa will be sharing this topic for us, and then hopefully we can apply that into our life.
Okay, so next one is the prepare for your environment. So what's that is all about? So it's about setting up a distraction-free workspace. So when in our business, so there's a lot of distraction, like scrolling in our social media, and then sometimes also like we're not. If you're in your office, if your office are all like cluttered, it's still a distraction, because before you start doing what your task on that day, you have to clear everything, and then before you sit down, and you know what, you already spent half of your time, half of the day. So you need to start like you know after you're done your either homework, your office, and whatever you do, you have to like put it where you have it like clean, neat, nice, and organized. Because when you have that, you have less stress, and then less distraction, and then you can do what needs to get done. So the more important is the environment, even at work. If you work in the space area that's a lot of like garbage, you
Yeah,
change yeah, you can focus and makes you mad. Because some of your coworker, they don't care, they don't clean. It has to be called like housekeeping. You need to get your station cleaned for the next person, for the next shift. So if that area won't clean, so for you just to go there, you don't want to work. You just want to get out. So that's distraction. You want to work, because like we're always, say we work in our still working our full-time job, but for that, when you go there, you try to be positive when you work, because even though you don't want to be there, but you just want to stay there because you want to, you want to fund your business. So in a way, you have it's
right.
nice to have that you're gonna prepare your environment, or your area, your station, if you work in your full-time job. And then in our personal life, it's nice to be organized and neat. So every whatever you need it's easy for you to reach and easy to find, and you can finish like easily whatever you get task on that done on that day. So that's
That's
all. And for our audience, for any do you have any suggestion or tools or techniques that help us stay focused, and then you can share it to us also, because there's a lot of different opinion techniques and how people how they can handle and prepare their work area. There's a lot, like, even we Google it on YouTube, there's a lot of, DIY or DIY whatever, that you can, like a hacks that you can, you don't spend money to get organized on your area, especially when you have kids. There's a lot of way that we can organize our items because kids do get a lot of clothes. So there's a lot of ways. So you guys, if you have a idea or tips for us to use, then it's feel free to comment down below. And then, it's nice to have that we can share, and then for us that we can share also what we did, our experience towards on your for you to we shared on this, I mean, on this topic.
Yes, thank you, Sister Risa. That's amazing. My first routine when I get into to the to work is sanitize everything, clean everything, because I want everything is clean in front of me, because in case I drop something, and I'm snacking. So everything have to be sanitized, and then I organize the way, like I have my own routine, so everyone knows that already. So they would joke around and they try to touch my spot, and they say, "Oh, I'm sorry, this is clean already." They know my routine. As soon as the moment I sit in there, I have my gloves and clean my spot. Because yeah, so you said, I'm not comfortable. We cannot focus knowing that is maybe dirty, who touch here, did they wash their hand, especially in a healthcare area.
Yes.
So that is very, like, I wouldn't feel comfortable sitting in my desk and knowing that I didn't clean. So that's how I, every time the moment I sit in that chair, I have to sanitize. Even my chair I sanitize. That's how crazy. But
Plus, you don't know.
anyway,
It's better to have, like, you're protecting yourself.
that's how, like, yeah, we have our own, like, way of our routine. Like now I'm gonna share about commit to a routine, like here in our business I'm gonna share is the benefits of consistency in, like, posting, engaging with our audience, and also doing lives and interviews of how active we are in our business. Because when people search us, in our business, and when they try to look us in our pages, we are not consistent. They're not gonna want to work with us, because for me personally, if I search your name and I don't even see you exist, I'm not gonna continue. Because what if, especially in social media, there's so many scammers and people there, like making fake account. So that's why our main purpose of doing go lives and be consistent in our business, because so people can see us as we are real. We are real people helping people to plug in into our business, to our proven system that changed thousands of people's lives. But that's why we are promoting our lifestyle of how we run this business, of how we manage it. Because this is some people have the traditional business they are doing. They have to be to open their business to be there, so the customers can come in and check what they have inside. In our business pages, in our digital world, is we do have to post. We have to prove them that we are real people, that we are running our business, so they can it's just the difference is that we can operate our business anywhere. It's just our phone, or because it's digital, we can post, we can take pictures where we are, we can go live anywhere, and we can operate this. We can, and our also business is running 24/7, because we do have automation. We run automated, so that is the benefits and the big part in this business of how much we love this opportunity. Because Sister Teresa will be going to work soon, and then I will be doing something, and then but this is not gonna close, it's still running. And for our audience, in real life, the benefits of consistent morning routine is to kickstart productivity. So for example, people would start with, when they wake up in the morning, gratitude. They do their yoga, meditations. Like for me, I'll go to the gym. So you start your day with, like, productive day, and then you
Mm.
follow your tasks or your tracks of whatever the next things you do in your daily activity or in your daily whatever in your list to do. And because that really start, if you start that, you start productive. You don't start with not knowing what to do and you waste your day. So for our audience, what does your morning routine look like, and how does it set you up for success? For me, ano po ma-share mo sis, how was your morning routine start?
So I start first, like before I step down in get out of my bed, like you have to, I just like my eyes and try to reflect, and I don't say it the word, but on my mind I just like, you know s- your goals and all your dreams, and then being grateful and that you wake up on that day, and then you have another life, you're awake. So yeah,
Yes.
yeah, I have to be grateful for that. So and then after I'm doing that, it's like for me, I like to get my I'm back on like doing exercise, doing a
Oh,
treadmill.
that's
Because I
amazing.
used to, yes, like I said, with once the weather, I like to walk. I rather walk outside or in our neighborhood, because you can see different animals, like wild animals and stuff. But since it's the weather, temperature is changing, so I need to like stay fit and keep my exercise. So I get treadmill, because I like when going to the gym, for me it's like it's far and it's out of way. So you're gonna end up like you're not gonna do anything. So
Yes.
that's why I decided to have a treadmill. And then yes, every day that's my goal is, every day I do like an hour and a half in the morning. So my routine is that, and then do my breakfast, and some might then check my business and if there's inquiries. So
Yes.
it's like I wanna like get up. I'm trying to get up early, like 5 a.m. And then I was gonna try that. There's a what do you call it? Program. Is it a program? It's just like wants to like practice like 5 a.m. Uh, I heard them in one of the YouTube video. But it's really good when you get up early in the morning. You get a lot of stuff done. You
Yeah,
know.
I agree. I'm very guilty because for night shift, like it's really hard
Yes, it's
sometimes.
really hard. Yes,
So
especially when you have to like 12 hours. It does. But just remember to our health is more important. If you want to have a lot of stuff, you want to get that stuff done in the morning or something like that. But you gotta think you need sleep.
yeah,
Because if you don't have much sleep, you cannot really focus. Your brain will be sluggish. You
yeah,
cannot focus what you're going to. Then that's the end up that you're gonna crawl in bed, and then there'll be more time
yeah, that's
that
right.
wasted. Once the time wasted, it's gone forever.
Yeah,
They're not gonna come back. So just take time. If you just take small routine every day, and increase whatever you wanna add on it, that you can try do a task or routine that you can consistent doing it every single day. And if there's an improvement and then you want to increase, then straight increase slowly, day by day.
yeah,
Don't be rushed, because it's gonna end up that you're gonna be overwhelmed what you're gonna do. So just
that's
small steps, as long as you do the action and consistent every single day, you will see the result, at
yeah.
the end of it.
Thank you
So
so
all
much.
you,
Yes, and I hope for our audience also, like you when we start new routine, when you apply that's what you mentioned, you really have to be consistent, right? So write it down. Sometimes you have it's like doing a 90-day challenge. You really have to keep tracks to it every day until that gets into your routine. It's not easy in the beginning. There's so many obstacles when things hits us, um tiring or some kind of negative energy hits us, the distractions. But try it anyway. It's if that's if that task that helps you grow, keep going. For our audience, feel free to comment below what's your biggest productive challenge. That's what we want to hear, and we also want to learn from you. Preparing for a productive week is all about intentionality. When you plan with purpose, you set the stage for success, balance, and growth. So here, in our business, is we really are doing very well in our business. Sister Ressa and I of doing being consistent. And the biggest success that Sister Ressa we forgot to share is she is now officially running her advertise and then getting result. That is a big success of this week for Sister Ressa. So
Yeah, I
congratulations.
forgot to mention. Thank you. I
With
forgot.
that, and also there was so many challenges along the way, but that didn't stop
Yes.
her from keep moving forward. So for our audience, feel free to comment below, and we will be happy to share and learn from you. And sometimes we maybe bring that up into our stage and share to our audience. But anyway, so if you we are not really talking about business here, but if you are hunger for change, looking for an opportunity that you can do at the comfort of your home, and your why of changing is bigger than your challenges right now, your situation right now, feel free to register directly to our website. Today is Tuesday. We have live workshop that happens 5 o'clock Eastern Pacific time, and then 8 o'clock Eastern time. Once you register to our website, you will have access to the workshop. We will guide you every step of the way in this journey. And feel free to also ask questions in that live if ever you attend in that live workshop. You can ask questions to our presenters, and they will be happy to interact with you or answer all your questions. So thank you everyone, and we will be back again tomorrow. Have a good day and take care.